blessing. All we're doing, so all they seeing is human beings killing other human beings. Where they're going and what they'll be, then the children only gonna go where we lead them. Cry for the children, cry for the children, cry for the children, cry for the children. Understand? Little rich girl, she 10, hooked on Vicodin. Little poor girl, she 8 and she hardly ate. So our little stomach growling, keep her up all late. Little boy 13, gotta hustle the fiends. So a little boy 9, about to lose his mind. He was kidnapped and forced to fight in the army with a bunch of other little soldiers crying for mommy. The children are the future, we say. So tell me why we desecrate the children this way. It's an Amber Alert, a child's getting hurt. Nobody cares, we put our heads in the dirt. Yo, to me that's crazy cause the children come first. Make them feel protected, give the children comfort. All we doing, so all they seeing is human beings killing other human beings. The children are lost with no one to lead them, so I cry for the children. Cry for the children. I cry for the children. I cry for the children. Cry for the children. And so I cry for the children. 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 They lost with no one to lead them. I cry for the children down on Edmondson, cause for the sickness that we gave them there's no medicine. Cry South America and Africa, Israel and Palestine, yo I'm there with ya. You see each and every child on this earth is born naked, and then we take them and we clothe them with hatred. We have a vow to protect and yo we break it. I see them crying and I just can't take it, so I cry for them, sigh for them. Somebody gotta ask why for them. Mommy and daddy, why you lied to them? Put my life on the line, yo I died for them. I mean, we could give them peace for sure. Instead we choose to send our children to war. Tell them life and love and all that special. You still fighting over land when the land will outlast you. So I cry for the children, 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 I cry for the children. They lost with no one to lead them. The children gonna learn the truth someday. The summer only holy on a Sunday. Only a few will try to build with you. The rest, all they wanna do is steal from you. Children take that burden, yet they take it gladly. Tell them live righteous and tell them be happy. Tell them that you love them and we need them badly. Teach them culture and I teach them family. Please, don't make the children be another victim. Give them the knowledge and let life give.
I'm Michelle Odom, one of the co-hosts of the book group, and I'm in New York. Welcome, Georgette.
I'm Georgette Moses, and I'm participating from Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm happy to be among my book group friends here tonight.
Okay, welcome.
Joelle.
Joel from Charleston, South Carolina. Just glad to be here.
Labeeb.
All right, Labeeb Hameed, coming to you live from Long Island, New York. Happy to be here. Happy to see everybody that is here today.
And you're moderating today.
Yes, I'm moderating today. Forgive me.
And Randie.
Hi, my name is Randie. I am watching from Atlanta. I'm excited Labeeb is moderating because I don't think I've ever been in a meeting where he was. I don't know if he has yet. So this is new.
Yeah, it is new. And Venita.
Hi, my name is Venita Walker. I'm joining you all from Connecticut. Welcome to the National Black Feminist Book Group. Enjoy the evening.
Very good. This is from Alice Walker's book, We Are the Ones We Have Been Waiting For, Inner Light and in a Time of Darkness. And this is from chapter 7. Randie, let's hear from from the youngster in the group.
Uh, I was just gonna piggyback on what Georgette said when Alice Walker brought up women, black women especially, and she stated that if when you make black women at the top, when you address the problems that we're facing, then the whole world will change. And I think honestly that's the answers to a lot the financial problems, the reparations, societal, spiritual, emotional problems are deal with the root of the abuse that black women endure, which is why I thought it was great that she pinpointed that we all come from an African woman, and the earth is a she. And so just really focusing on how gender and gender violence plays a role in this economic disparity as well. Because we all know that rape in a lot of countries, including this one, is a weapon, and it's used usually during war. It's used as an act of power, and it's dangerous, and they know this, and rape peaks during war, and I think that's interesting. So.
Mm-hmm. Very good, Randy. Do you think that keeping it confined to the U.S. Do you think that black folks are under assault, in particular black women are under assault these days?
I definitely do. I just shared an article on my Facebook page about the cop that's in jail right now, or about to be indicted for raping and molesting, sexually abusing 8 women, and taking advantage of his power. And the difference between the riots and the protesting that's happening for Mike Brown, that I've also engaged in, Martin, and the other many black boys that have been stolen from us and gunned down, in comparison to black women who are beat and raped every day by white men and black men, and how there's not really much of an outcry, and how the abuse that we've endured has been normalized. People just think it's normal, so nobody really sees it as a reason to protest or to include us in the initiative that Obama has for black men and boys, My Brother's Keeper. And it's very sad and it's very disheartening to have to wake up and choose if I'm going to think about being a black person today or a black woman, and literally feeling like I have to decide, because I couldn't take thinking about both, considering that one part of me is going to always be dehumanized, even more than being a black person, it seems, because for a lot of people, black equals male, and I get left out a lot. So I definitely do.
Very good, Randy. Very good. Thank you for that insight. Our brother here.
Yes, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Yeah.
You care? Okay. Do you care to add to the mix here?
Yes. It just amazes me the tension. Speaking on the same line, since we're talking about wealth and misuse of wealth, and we're talking about the sexual assaults and all that. If you look at the news cycle, everyone knows what's going on with the NFL, and the things that they're doing that they're saying that happened between the NFL players. But the thing that really came to my mind is they saturated the news cycles with all this information, but we're still getting ready to go to war, and yet be involved in another war in the Middle East for yet more and more years, and still bomb in a situation that we can't win, and that's what's going on with the domestic violence in the NFL is just a distraction about more and more war, in which I'm not saying that these issues with women are not important. I'm not talking about, I'm not saying that the child abuse is not important, but it's just a total red herring to the bigger problem that we concentrate in this country when it comes to getting rid of and spending America's wealth once again in a war that we can't win.
Okay, the point that Joel's making was about distractions. Keeping the general public distracted from what is really going on with the government and the resources, the economic resources of the country, and that is directing them towards war and further exploitation of a people. And Randy was talking about the abuse, the continued abuse of black women, and in black people in general, and how all this is really tied in to my initial question was, do we feel that black folks are besieged or under siege, under attack? And the answer resoundingly is yes.
But you know what? If I could, I believe that I believe I believe that we are moving, like you said before, that we are moving more towards the caste system, because I truly believe, when America has a cold, black folk has pneumonia, but I think everybody is under siege and they just don't realize it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not hurting black folk. Plenty of white folks are feeling the same thing, if not worse. But the face of poverty is black. But there's millions and millions of white folk. It's 85% of people that are on welfare are white. They spend 85% of welfare, period, across the country. But the face you see about these things are black, and that's how they can keep taking these programs away. They'll say, well, it's only black folk getting it, so let's take it away and then it's infecting. So I believe that's, like Michelle said, is more of a caste system, but they just don't. The majority just don't realize it.
That's excellent. And the divide and conquer again. Poor white people vote against their own economic interests, as long as they can have the feeling of being privileged by their white skin. So this ability, this need that people have to feel just a little better, just a shade, just a hair. If I could just feel better than somebody, you take that human need or dysfunction and exploit it to the hilt. So it works.
It works. And it's the same playbook. Same playbook.
Same playbook.
They use it over and over again.
Yes, it works.
It works.
And as Alice Walker said, she believes that we're going to look up in a hot minute and find a system of global enslavement.
Oh yeah, it's already there.
And yes, we're there. She may not personally be there, but some of us are. Again, where you fit in the
whole picture.
The whole picture, changes your perspective on what is actually happening.
Right.
So for some people, they can clearly say, we are there right now.
Yeah, you're there.
But everybody is not feeling like they're there right now.
Let me step in here and say this, Michelle. Relating to feeling versus reality, and allowing our feeling to deceive us about the reality. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of the saying "walking pneumonia," right? Walking pneumonia, meaning you going about your business, but you have the condition of pneumonia. which is deadly. And people have died from walking pneumonia. In that they didn't know they had such a, pneumonia is like a respiratory kind of a ailment. There are a lot of people, in other words, walking around, as you mentioned, with this feeling that as long as they can say they're doing better than the person next to them, that everything is okay. But the reality is, and again, this is what I think Alice Walker was trying to point out to us, you got to look at the bigger picture. You got to look at the system that's in place that's grinding people's lives and people's future into the dust. And the longer the system exists, the more potent and the more colossal it becomes, the more, the less likely people will be able to destroy it, and it needs to be destroyed.
Well, it's like it's like Nazi Germany, and people just start disappearing, and long as everything's okay in your house, you're not really worried about it. And then lo and behold, it turns up one day you're at the gas chamber too, and
Correct.
You don't know what happened. But we're so averse to looking with our eyes open at the things that are plainly before us. And I know it's hard. But that's what's going on. People are totally tuned out. Some of it's not their fault. The distractions and the strategies, the tools, the mechanisms that have been used to cause us to tune out have all been very effective. Go ahead, Joe.
It's just like, and please don't misconstrue what I had said earlier about the problems that the NFL. But if you notice that the television has saturated in the last 2 weeks 3 cases, making it's a national issue, and the bestiality of the African American male on a problem that's systemic through the country and has always been that way. However, I'll tell you that they've been meeting in Paris and Turkey, 30-something countries, talking about going to war in Iraq and Syria. And that's the bigger problem, but they have been using the NFL as a distraction when we're getting ready to, and this is why our president, in my opinion, has been so reluctant to even go back over there. You can see that they're pulling him by the teeth to even do what he's doing because he don't want to go back in it, because they want to go and spend another $1 trillion to the arms dealers to do what they're doing in Iraq and Syria and Afghanistan, because corporations, she made a very good point on page 116, corporations like vampires seem to live forever. And the corporations, in my humble opinion, they don't want countries with borders. They want to be like doctors without borders. They don't want a country. They don't want to have to deal with the bureaucracy. They just want a group of people that they can go and pump out all the assets of different countries. We can look at the with what's going on with Ebola and how much wealth that those countries have and things like this here, and you can just follow the money on what's going on around the world.
Tell them live righteous and tell them be happy. Tell them that you love them and we need them badly. Teach them culture and I teach them family. Please don't make the children be another victim. Give them the knowledge and let life give wisdom. See, life shouldn't be so harsh. We gave up on our progeny, that's how it starts. Trying to wash your hands of them, they can't get washed. Gave up on your progeny and now they lost. Please, before you fly a plane in the building, yo, why don't you think about the children before you let Bush drop another bomb to kill them? them. Please, oh please, meditate on the children. We teach war to our sons and our daughter, and that's why they inherit the wars of the father. So I cry for the children, cry for the children, cry for the children, I cry for the children, no, I cry for the children, I cry for the children, I cry for the children, cry for the children, I cry, I for the children, no, I cry for the children, they lost with no one to lead them.